So hello sir, yesterday I was talking about classes, so I'll be continuing that. So today I am starting with inheritance. So it is a property of fundamental concept of object-oriented programming, and like it is a mechanism in which one class derives the properties of another class, and like the class which inherits properties and methods is called the child class, and the child whose properties and methods are inherited are called the parent class. So suppose this is this class department, this is our parent class, okay? So to that until like here, this is our parent class, okay? Now what we are doing is we suppose we have to add two departments in the department. Let's suppose IT department and accounting department. So what we will do is, like here I have written the syntax of like to do inheritance. So I have written this class, then my class name that I want to add, okay, and then extends keyword, and then the parent class, okay. So this shows me that this class IT department is derived from this department class, and it is the child of this parent class, okay. So inside this, um just ignore this. Firstly we will like we will make a constructor, and inside this we will just give an argument of string, and then argument of string. So we have to add strings as well. Sorry, argument of admins. We have to add admins as well, and then here we will declare admins. Okay. So here not we are not using the short form. We are just using the traditional form only. So this admins value will be stored here. Okay, it will be called from here, and then this thing will run. And after this is our what uh, like inheritance. This is showing inheritance. Now suppose first we will just ignore this. We'll talk about this later. So I have like called IT here, like const IT equals to new IT department D1. This is the like ID D1, and then this is the admins, that is max. So this value, it is called like from IT department, okay. From here it will go to the class department, and then from there it will like run this, and like this also. So first I'll just these all things will also run. So as I changed uh, them to IT, the constant IT, which I am calling here. So suppose I run this, I will just show you the output. It will be more easier to understand. Hmm. Hmm. Inspect console. Yeah, we can see here department D1 with the ID and IT. Now I will just go to my code once. Hmm. So here, what is happening? Like this thing is running. Okay, in ID, like ID is storing, ID name is storing. That is this D1, and then in this name, my this IT department name is storing. Okay, which I have like hard coded here. So this will be storing in the place of name. So like this is how it will be done. Like from IT department, it will go to my parent class, and then run the things in the parent class accordingly, and then print those things. Now suppose what is the second thing? Is IT department, this class has been made. Hmm. So you can see we have like admins as max. employees as well. Then ID is stored here as well, and name, that is name as well. So I will just show you admins. Here admin is called, and inside admins max value is stored. Okay, and we are like this. What is this super function? This is also important. This super keyword is calling the department class. Okay, and it will storing the firstly the ID in department class, and then the name that we have given IT here in the department class, the parent class. And then here this admins means the admin, this value is getting called here, and then and it is getting stored in here, and then uh, it is getting printed. So here I have called it.add employee. So it just as I have written IT here, so it is just stored in the IT, IT, like IT class that we are calling. So this is called inheritance. Okay, now I'll just comment out these things. Suppose there is accounting department as well. I will comment this also out. Now class accounting department, which extend to department. This is the syntax. Now here I am calling constructor. Firstly ID, so that is string, and then the traditional like the short format, like where I am declaring the reports as well, and the its type as well, the public and private modifiers as well, and then it should be a string type, string array of string, and then super ID. So and then super I'm calling the my parent class here, and then firstly I'm storing the value of ID, and then the name, that is accounting. Now, here I have added other methods as well in the accounting, like this accounting department subclass, and then I have added here add report thing, and then given the argument text, and then called this report dot push, and then I'm pushing the text, and then I am calling like making a new function, that is print reports, and then inside it, I'm not given any argument. I'm just console logging this reports. This the reports, that is this thing. So now const, sorry, just ignore this. Yeah, const accounting equals to new accounting department. Okay, then D2, it is our ID, and this is an empty array. The second argument that we are giving here. What was it? Like it is a report, accounting dot add report, then something went wrong, and then accounting dot print report, print report. So in this text something went wrong will be stored, and then here we are printing this. So I will just show you and running, it should be loaded. Yeah, so we can see our elements are also there, IT department is there as well, and then something went wrong. This the report that we made is stored here. So this is how we can use inheritance to use the parent class, and then uh, use its features to use in a subclass. So now coming to the next thing. Now suppose we want to add an employee, but that add employee method is inside our parent class, and we want to add an employee in our accounting class, sorry, accounting department class, but it is inherited from the department class only. So how can we do that? First of all, mm, yeah, here I have added the function add employee, and then method function add employee, and then I'm calling the parameter name string, and then I'm giving a if condition. Suppose if I don't want Max to be the employee, if Max should be the employee, I don't want him added. So if name equals to Max, then return normally return this function and not add it. So and suppose if it is other than Max, then this employees dot push and name. So we are pushing the name. Okay, so here we are pushing the name. Okay, this was before only. And suppose like I have added here protected class. So protected like identifier, modifier, access modifier. So if there was private modifier or so it can be used only within this class, that is the parent class only. Okay, so for that we are using the protected access modifier so that we can use this employees employees thing in its like child class as well, the classes that are derived that are deriving it. Okay, so here we are our department is the parent class. So after using that protected modifier only, we can use this employees constant in this. And suppose if we run it, mm, 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 you can see menu is added here. Menu is added here as well. Wait a second. Push employee, and then okay. So if we are adding max, then it is not adding. And if we are adding menu, then it is showing that it is added. Here it is added. This is how we can override some changes by using the protected access modifier. Now, suppose I have declared this private, report is private, so I can use this inside this counting department only. So uh, use class report other than other areas as well. So like get a method. So comment this. Okay, get most recent report. I have declared like this most recent report. We can use this most recent report like in as a property only, not as a method. So I will show you that later. So here I have first given this argument. If this last report, suppose it is reading a value of this last report, then return that last report, and if not, then throw this error. Okay, so we are like reading the value of this last report, and then what is like we will talk about set later. Just comment this out. Okay, here I am using this most recent report. I will just go there. Console login accounting dot most recent report. As I said, this most recent report, it is used as a property only. So from here, this we will call this most recent report, and like this, uh, something went wrong will be like stored in the uh, most recent report. Then we can use it. Now, if you want to set the value of most recent report, now what we will do? First, just run this and show you. Yes. So like here you can see something went wrong stored here. Okay. So this is the use of set getter. Now I will going to show you like set how to set a value, to write a value. I will show you how to read a value. Now I will show you how to write a value. So here is this function calling the same like setter that I made, same thing most recent report. Then here I am giving an argument. Here I didn't give an argument. Here I am giving an argument. Like a value should be stored in this, and it should be a string. And if the value is not there, then it will throw a error. Please pass a value, valid value. And then value is there, then this not add report, and the value should be printed. Then this will call this not add report. And then this the text will come here. Then this dot push a text and last report, and it will get printed together. It should be here we will just call the most recent report like as a property, not as a method. So this, this as a property. Now accounting dot most recent report equals to year end report. So now these two values will store together in our server. Yeah, you can see year end report and something went wrong. They are stored together. Okay. Before that, only something went wrong was there. This is how we can use getters and setters. Now another thing that I want to talk about is like static method and properties. So what are those? Suppose we want to like add an employee, or we want to add like a date to it. So we will just we don't want to like create this subclasses of the parent class department. In department only we want to create like a method, so we can use this static method. Here I'm creating like static, I'm giving the keyword static, and then create employee is my method name, and then I'm passing an argument string, and then returning name. This is a basic like type of thing that I am doing here. Okay. And then yeah, I'm also like adding a fiscal year of 2020 also. So here also I'm declaring static value here. So now when I will call this, I go to my calling function. Yeah, so as you can see here I'm like calling this as a method only. So const employee one equals to department dot create employee, and inside that I'm passing the value max. So max will be added, and then
console.log employee one and then comma department dot fiscal year. Here I am calling the fiscal year property. So here it is like used as a property and here it is used as a method. So that's how we can use static methods and properties. So now we all know that there is always an option to implement a method or override a method, but there is not. But what we want is we want the developers to to force them to use the given method in the abstract class. So we are going to talk about abstract classes. So here I have described my department as an abstract class, and inside this I have described my abstract method value. So I am calling describe here and then giving the argument, the parameter this is my parameter and department dot describe this department point. This is our method. Okay, in class department and we are just calling it as a void. So what did this do is that this force the developer to use use this method, this kind method uh, in the corresponding classes that we made, the classes that we inherited from the parent class. Suppose IT department and accounting department. So here I have used the describe method. If I just ignore this or comment out this, then this will give me error in all of the class. IT department does not implement inherited abstract describe from department. So this is telling me that I'm not using the abstract like the abstract method that I described above. We have to uh, use the describe method here and here in the accounting department also we are using it. Okay, so now when we now when we run our code, C CW okay, uh, with sorry, you can see we get like ID department ID given accounting department ID two both are printed here. We are successfully showing like how we can force the developers to use a method to describe something like to override something or to like write something. So we use this abstract method. Okay, it is printing this ID department ID and in this ID that is the ID that we are pushing here. Okay, so D1. Okay.